What's up guys, it's Amelia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be creating a look with my absolute favorite makeup products from Sephora. I know Sephora is having another sale, so yeah, I thought this would be a really fun way to give you guys product recommendations. This way you can see these products in action. So just keep watching if you guys want to see me do a look with my Sephora favorites. So we're gonna start off with some primer. This has been my absolute favorite. If you guys have watched like any of my videos, I feel like I use this all the time. It's the Origins Original Skin Pore Perfecting Cooling Primer with Willow Herb. This is a little pricey, not gonna lie, but it's so worth the splurge. I just love it, first of all, for its cooling factor. It really gets your pores prepped, but it doesn't have that silicone-y, silky kind of feeling. I know personally I break out from any primers that do feel like that silky, silicone-y. This almost feels more like a moisturizing cream for some reason. Oh my gosh, it's so cold. It's so cold, so cold. Alright, so now that I prepped my skin, I am going to be going into some foundation. However, I currently do not love a foundation from Sephora. I've been really into drugstore foundations. So if you guys know of any foundations that I should try out from Sephora, please let me know. I haven't tried like a gazillion of the cult favorites, but so far I've been using my Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. I love it because it does give coverage and it doesn't cling to any dry spots that you have like at all. So if you guys know of a similar foundation from Sephora, please write it down in the comments below because I would love to try it. So I'm just gonna use my Physicians Formula one today because I don't want to like be telling you I love a foundation from Sephora when I really don't. Okay, so the same thing kind of goes for concealer. The only concealer I've actually tried from Sephora is the NARS concealer, the NARS Natural Radiant Concealer, and I do like that concealer. However, it breaks me out and I'm so upset about it. So again, recommend some down below. I am in need of some really good base products from Sephora, so please let me know down below. But I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer because it's my all-time favorite concealer ever. Oh my gosh, do you guys love that feeling when you get a new sponge? Before I set my face, I'm going to be using a liquid highlight. I have been obsessed with these Cover FX Custom Enhancer drops. This is a little kit they sold last holiday season. I believe they're actually going to be selling one again, if I'm not mistaken, except they're going to have like a new color in it. I'm not really sure, but if you haven't tried these, you guys need to try them if you love a super blinding highlight. It is so gorgeous and it makes for an absolute stunning base to go underneath a highlight that you're going to be applying. You can also mix these in with any foundation to make it a very luminous foundation. The shade I've been really enjoying recently is the Celestial shade. It's so gorgeous, especially for my super pale skin. So all I do is I take the teeniest, tiniest amount and put it on the back of my hand and literally just start applying it to the high points of my cheeks and then a little bit on the temple. Like, you guys, if you love blinding highlights, you have to try these out. Next, I want to set my face with some Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. Oh my gosh, I don't know why that's such a tongue twister for me right now, but yeah, it is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder, and I have been literally so obsessed with this lately. It hasn't broken me out yet. It sets my face so freaking beautifully. Plus, it really does help keep my skin like matte, so that's really nice. Oh my gosh, I love how the Cover FX drop still just shined so beautifully underneath powder. Okay, next I'm gonna be working on my eyes. My favorite palette of all time from Sephora has to be this Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette. The colors inside are so beautiful. I think it's perfect for summer, it's perfect for winter. So I'm just gonna do like a basic look that I normally do. So first I start by going into the Peach Butter shade and just applying this all over my lid. Next, I'm gonna go into the shade Peach Tea right up here. This is such a beautiful, just natural looking transition shade. I just love how nice and subtle it is. Next, I'm gonna be dipping into the shade Peach Punch right here. It's this beautiful, beautiful pink. I'm gonna be starting at the very outer edge of my eye and slowly working my way inward with this color. But I'm essentially slowly bringing it all the way in, and this is gonna be my basic lid color. Alright, I'm just gonna go back into that Peach Tea shade and blend out the crease with it just to make sure everything's really nicely blended. Next, I want to use the shade Peach Sangria. First of all, I love the name of this shade so much. And I'm just gonna be using this in the outer corner of my eye, gently stippling it into the outer corner, and then we're slowly gonna make our way into the crease once there's slightly less shadow on the brush. Then I'm going to be going into the shade Chocolate Dipped right here, and we're just going to use this to darken up the outer corners. Now I'm just going to be taking my original fluffy brush, dipping it back into the Peach Butter shade, and using this to just blend out all of the edges. And then I'm gonna go in one more time with the chocolate dipped because I just feel like I want it a little darker. I am also bringing that shade, whatever's just left on the brush, into my crease. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with how this is turning out. I just want to add a little bit of the peach meringue shade on a fluffy brush and add this just on the brow bone. And then a little bit in the inner corner of my eye, just so it blends nicely into the pink shade we used. And then I'm pretty much going to be taking all of the same shades I used on the top of my lid and applying them to my lower lash line, starting off with the Peach Punch shade. Then dipping into Peach Sangria. And then going into chocolate dipped and only going in the outer third of the lower lash line. Don't go all the way like you did with the other two colors. I think I want to add a little bit to the upper lash line as well, just the outer portion. Then taking my fluffy brush, I'm just gonna kind of blend out the edges of the bottom lash line. Then kind of blending it into the outer corners of what I did on my lids. Now for eyeliner, I have been loving the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eye pencils. I have, I believe, 5 colors of these. They're so easy to apply and they last literally all day. Like I have them on for like 10-11 hours, and even when I'm taking my makeup off, it's still sometimes a little difficult to get off, so these will not fail you. So first I'm gonna be using this on my waterline. I have the shade Yo. It's a beautiful white and it almost adds like a kind of glow. It's not like pure white, it's just like a nice glowy white. I just feel like it really helps just open your eyes putting that color in your waterline. It's just like a little detail that you don't need, but it's really nice to have. And the next shade I'm gonna go in is the shade Rockstar. I have been loving this. It's like this gorgeous like purple kind of color. It's absolutely stunning, but it's like a really dark purple. So you probably couldn't tell that it's purple. So I'm just gonna be applying this to my upper lash line, and I'm not gonna go all the way in, probably only like, I don't know, 3/5 of the way into my eye. Okay, before that kind of sets in place, I'm gonna be taking just a flat brush and just blending it out a little bit, making it a little more smoky. And then I also want to apply the shade Rockstar to my lower lash line. Just on the outer third though, not going all the way in. All right, next I'm going to be working on my brows. Now my go-to from Sephora is the Kat Von D Signature Brow in the shade Deep Brown. However, there's only a little teeny tiny stub left. I literally use this like every day. So I'm definitely picking another one of these up during the sale because I just don't want to live without this. So I'm just going to be moving on to my second favorite brow product from Sephora, and it is the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and this is in the shade Dark Brown. This one's really good too. I think it's a lot better at filling in your brows, and then the Signature is really good for just shaping your brows. So next I'm going to be contouring my cheeks. I'm going to be using the Smashbox Cali Contour Palette. I debated on purchasing this because I'm like, it's just a contour palette. I have a bunch of those. However, this is the most beautiful contour palette I've ever used in my life. Colors are so beautiful. They blend phenomenally. I can't get over how easy these are to blend, and I think that's why I love this so much. We're gonna go into this dark shade right here, and by the way, I'm using the Too Faced Mr. Right Perfect Powder Brush. This has been so beautiful. I cannot tell you how much brushes can change the entire look of your makeup. Trust me, invest in brushes. I didn't believe it at first, but it is so freaking true. I love how it's just a very easy, slow build. Like they're pigmented, but not too much to the point where you swipe it and it's just like there's no going back, you know? Then I'm gonna be taking this beautiful bronze shade and applying this to the temples and then a little bit on the forehead as well, and also really up close to the hairline, just to create a slightly bronzed look. Then I'm gonna go in with the darker shade for a nose contour. I'm gonna pinch the brush, very gently go down my nose. And I'm also gonna be using the blush in here because it's so beautiful. This again is a blush you kind of build a little bit, but once you build it, it is just stunning. If you decide to not pick up this palette, I just really wanted to recommend my favorite kind of blush. It is from Tarte. I love all of their Amazonian clay blushes. Now, this is a special Blush Bazaar kit that was available last year. This is no longer available, but they might come out with a new one where they have a bunch of their blushes in one just big kit. Current favorite shades are the shades Angelic right here, Skillful. I've also been really loving this Extraordinary shade right down here. I'm just gonna swatch them for you really quick so you guys know what I'm talking about. They literally last all day. They're perfect for oily skin as well. This is the shade Angelic right here. This is the shade Skillful, and this is the shade Extraordinary. This is definitely more of like a luminous blush right here, but they're all just super gorgeous. And one more blush I wanted to talk about. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush. I know everyone is so excited about the recent kit they came out with. This one is in the shade Mood Exposure. First of all, the packaging is just stunning. Even the new kit packaging is just so freaking gorgeous. Now, if you love a super soft, luminous blush, something that just looks super natural and glowy, this is the blush for you. If you love really pigmented blushes, kind of like this, I wouldn't say this is 100% for you. It's definitely good for just like an everyday, super beautiful, soft blush. If you're like me who likes just a slightly more pigmented blush, I love to take this blush, dip into it a little bit, and kind of just top over any blush I applied. This way I get the beautiful luminosity of the blush. I just think this adds just a beautiful dimension to your face. Okay, next I'm gonna be putting on some mascara. I'm gonna be using the Buxom Lash Mascara. I have been super obsessed with this recently. It just creates a super voluminous, wispy kind of mascara. I love the wand on this, how it's literally able to get all of my lashes. I just find like it's perfect for just like an everyday use. It doesn't flake off. It literally lasts like all day. Now, I got this little mini size in one of my monthly subscriptions. I believe it was the Sephora Play, if I'm not mistaken, but I am definitely going to be purchasing the larger size of this once it runs out. Okay, next I want to put on some highlights. So I'm going to be using the new Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Freestyle Highlight Palette. Well, I feel like a lot of people are really hesitant to purchase this because of all of the just crazy colors in here. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, how on earth am I going to be using a blue and orange highlight? And a lot of people just think it's not good for everyday use. However, I have been loving it for everyday use. Now, I actually don't use these three colors for highlight. I love to use them for my eyelids. I think they just make such beautiful foil shadows. Like, you guys were obsessed with the look that I created using this palette. I'm going to be linking that video down below and suggesting it up above for you guys because I think it's super wearable. Here, I'm going to take this lilac shade as well. I use this one for highlight too. And again, if you put it down, it is very intense, but again, it shears out so beautifully. I've been loving doing this combo where I take a little bit of this orange one and just use it kind of as like another base, just to create a really warm, luminous highlight underneath. This was the shade Honey Slope, and this is the shade Chills right up here. I think this shade works out perfectly if you're super pale. I personally love this highlight because it does get really intense when you use it. I'm packing that on, but I'm gonna show you, like, I'm just gonna dip really quick, powder off, and just dab it on my nose a little bit. Gives a very soft, natural highlight, I feel. But if you wanna go more intense, dip into it more and really pack it on, and bam, you've got a killer nose highlight. Also, I really like taking this shade right here, putting this right on my collarbone. A little bit of that Chill shade, and oh my goodness, are you guys seeing this? It's kind of hard to show. I think this palette is worth it if you love shadows and amazing highlighters that you can tone down or tone up. And last but not least, I'm gonna be working on my lips. I have two products for lips that I have been obsessed with. So first I'm going to start off with the Buxom Plump Line lip liner. This one is in the shade Hush Hush right here, and I love this lip liner because even though my lips are a little chapped right now, it like just smooths over your lips so beautifully, and it makes your lips look not chapped like at all. It's just a really nice and creamy lip pencil that totally helps you out if you have a lot of texture on your lips. And then what I've been putting over this is the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick in this shade Bombshell. I think these two products pair so beautifully. And again, this I feel like doesn't show any texture of your lips. I know they have a kit where they have 4 little mini matte lipsticks, and I am so tempted to pick it up, you guys. I'm trying to avoid it because I have so many lipsticks, but this one's seriously so good. Then I want to add a brow gel really quick. I've been obsessed with this Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. You guys, if you have unruly brows where in the middle of the day, one hair is going that way and one hair is going down, your days of worrying about that are completely over. This brow gel keeps your brows in place literally all day. I know I've said that so many times on my channel, but I literally don't have to worry about my brows anymore. You know what, there's one thing I wanted to do. I wanted to add a little bit of highlight to the brow bone. And then I also wanted to take a little bit of that Chills highlight again and put it into my inner corner. And then just a little like dab on the very center. And then I love setting everything in place with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Ooh. I love this one so incredibly much. It does exactly what it says it's gonna do. Just by setting everything in place, even with oily skin, my makeup stays on so beautifully. Alright you guys, so this is the finished look of all of my Sephora favorites. I think it turned out really, really good, and I love these products because they're super easy to work with and they last a really, really, really long time. Alright you guys, so that is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. It really, really does help support my channel. And question of the video, what is your absolute favorite product from Sephora right now? Also, if you guys are new to my channel, hi! I'm Amelia. If you guys want to see more beauty tutorials and reviews and just fun videos like this, please subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button that is right down below. And if you're already subscribed to my channel and don't want to miss a single video that I post, be sure to hit the little notification bell that is right next to the subscribe button. This way you guys will get notified as soon as I upload a video. I hope you guys have a gorgeous, stunning rest of your day, and I will see you next time.